And news just coming in, under pressure, the government has announced a 20 lakh compensation for the victim and a government job for her mother in Punjab. All the four accused in the Moga bus case have now been sent to 4 days in police custody. But this is the Punjab police now in crisis management mode. The Punjab police has announced a compensation of 20 lakh rupees for that 14-year-old girl and her mother. The 14-year-old girl who was mauled, molested and murdered, thrown out of a bus in Moga. She died. That 14-year-old child died. Now her mother has been promised a government job, and the government is now promising a 20 lakh rupee compensation to the family. Joining me now with the latest is Headlines Today's Deputy Editor Atir Khan. Atir, the Punjab government is in the eye of a storm, especially because it's the Badal family, the ruling party's family, that owns and operates this bus service where this crime took place.
Well, that's right. You see, the administration is in damage control mode now, and they've been hectic negotiations, and they're trying to convince the family, prevail over them that they should agree on the cremation of the 13-year-old child. But the family has been, promised 20 lakh rupees as compensation and government job for the mother. But really, it needs to be seen whether the family is going to agree to this compensation. As of now, they have not agreed to this, but there are administrative officers and police officers who are still in the hospital trying to convince the family, Gaurav.
Okay. Now, there was a shocking report that you filed earlier today that the mother was actually forced to sign on some blank papers. What more can you tell us? Who forced the mother? What's the big story?
Well, that's right. See, there are grey areas as far as this issue is concerned. The victim's family, the mother's relatives very categorically told us that they were accosted by 4 persons who forced them to sign certain documents, and they also said that the family should be willing for a compromise. And the doctors had also asked them to be, to go back home, and the patient was fit to be discharged. But then we confronted senior police officers with questions, and the senior medical officer of the hospital. They are denying these allegations, but the family is still, very upset about the way the entire things have been handled after this incident.